was going on with my vision a little bit. So I covered one eye. It seemed to work a little bit better, and I got home, didn't think too much about it. It wasn't anything real major. So I got home, the kids and wife were watching TV, and I got home a little late. I think they'd already had a little snack after school, so I went to heat me something up in the microwave, some leftovers. And as I was about to take my first bite, my vision, something happened. Instead of seeing, seeing normal, I was seeing vertical. Two TVs stacked on top of each other. I thought that was just really strange and odd. I'd never experienced anything like that before. So immediately I put the bowl down and called my wife and told her something was going on. We got my sister, Sue Tackett. She's an administrator, a little nurse administrator here at the hospital and Connally Memorial, and got her on the phone, and she agreed that something wasn't right. They began to do the necessary procedures and ruling out this and ruling out that. Still weren't completely certain that there was a stroke that was occurring because I wasn't showing the signs of a normal stroke. And after this situation occurred with me, I did a little research, and it seems to be that every stroke presents itself a little bit differently, and that's
the telestroke robot is a robot that we have in the ER, and this robot is it's in conjunction with the healthcare system, Methodist healthcare system, and we use that instrument when we have a patient that presents to the ER with stroke symptoms.
I can remember them turning the telestroke robot around, and there was a doctor there on the screen talking to me, and everybody was kind of listening to what he had to say, and he was asking me questions, asking me to do certain things, lift my arm, do this, touch this, a series of small tests. With I'm sure sounds small, but I'm sure of great magnitude that helped him with the diagnosis. And he, at that point, he talked to me for a while. Then turned the robot around, and he talked to the physician on duty. And at that point, they determined that I was in fact having a stroke.
It's just great. I mean, it gives the citizens of Wilson County a great tool to help them survive a stroke.
And in this situation, there was a blockage on both sides. The blockage had gone up my spinal cord to my brainstem, had branched off into the right side and the left side. So my functions were deteriorating rapidly. However, as I said before, I was not completely aware of what was going on. You think that you're invincible. You think that as a man that that you have this macho attitude, and it's never going to happen to me. And I can tell you from firsthand experience now that that's not always the case. My sister and my wife came in first, and the rest of my family was, I guess, waiting out in the ER. And my sister, being a nurse, obviously wanted to survey the situation, make sure that everything was going as planned. And my family was very, very worried about me. I found out later. And my brother-in-law told me a story later that when my sister came in to check on me, all she had to do was just look at me, and she could tell, and she just said hi and bye, and they were awaiting the word from her, for her in her official capacity, to give them the thumbs up or thumbs down. And as she walked down the hall, my brother-in-law told me that just seeing the look on her face, he knew right away that everything was going to be okay.
Know the signs and symptoms of a stroke, and mark that time down, and call EMS, or bring your loved one in right away, and they can prevent deficits, neurological deficits, if that's done in a timely fashion. Had
I not sought proper medical attention when I did, the situation could have been very, very worse. It wasn't a bleed of the brain, so my life was not in jeopardy, but my quality of life going forward was something that would be much different today than it would have been had I not got to the hospital as quick as I did. And I thank my wife, I thank my sister, I thank my family, I thank the staff of Connally Memorial for being here for me when I needed them the most.